What's up, good people? Hey, today we're going to talk about two Bitcoin plays that I'm in. One is called Riot, R-I-O-T, and the other one is called Mara, it's Marathon, M-A-R-A, okay? So that's what we're covering today. But first, you guys know, for those of you that are not subscribed, take a minute, take your pretty little finger and hit that subscribe button. We're making a lot of money over there. For those of you that roll with me, I got to stay alive. So you got to, at some point in this video, hit that like button because it's very important. It keeps me out there. I'm going to keep this one short, right to the point. All right. So I will tell you guys that I spoke about Mara a while back, and some of you are making great money. But I'm going to tell you something right now. It's a dangerous play, but there's room to make money. All right. So I'm going to tell you, I'm not telling you to buy Mara. I'm telling you that I literally just bought more of Mara and Riot. And here's why I bought more. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. You should do your own research and consult with your financial advisor before you make any financial decision. But having said all of that, I'm telling you that Bitcoin is going to run like crazy. As a matter of fact, JP Morgan just gave Bitcoin a ridiculous price value, and I'm going to play that video for you just shortly. So what I did was I have my regular portfolio, but then my main portfolio, I have a couple of other portfolios. One of my portfolios, it was a penny stock, and I sold it all. And last night at closing after hours, so it was like 6:58 p.m. Chicago time, which means that after hour trading closes at 7. I bought both. I bought both. And this morning I was up. Like, it was the quickest, easiest money I've ever made. So having said that, here's my reasoning behind it. So this morning, my chart guy called, and we were talking about Mara, and I mentioned Mara and Riot, that I was buying them both. And here's my reasoning: because everything is not held to a chart, all of you chart guys. Analytics does not confine everything. What's moving stock more now than ever is politics, right? And so Bitcoin, and this is what I feel, right? And then I'm going to play you what I saw hours after we had this conversation. Now, this is going to help you guys make this decision. So Bitcoin is running. There's been price values. Bitcoin is, I don't have it in front of me, it's like 40,000. There's people that think, major institutions said it's going to 127,000. Some of you guys said 1 million. You know, it's all over the place. And there is a advertisement. It's like there was a push for Bitcoin. Everybody's got all these pages about Bitcoin, right? Most of us that have Bitcoin don't understand it, right? So, you know, we're breaking rules here because we're investing in something we don't fully understand. All we do know is that it's cryptocurrency. It operates kind of in lockstep with gold, right? And that's what I always say. It operates with gold. When the dollar is weak, Bitcoin goes up. Now, there's times when they're both down, like during the pandemic, they were both down. But the dollar, the value is all over the place because the dollar was supposed to be based on how much gold there is, right? That got done away with years ago. I think Nixon or whoever, that got done away years ago. Now we're just printing money, and the value of money fluctuates, and it's actually getting less and less and less. When the dollar is worth less, BitGold is worth more because BitGold has a certain amount, and that's it. So in some ways, the more people that buy it, the more it's worth. Okay. That's kind of crazy, but that's kind of how it seems with BitGold. But remember, what is BitGold worth is what we say it's worth. It's what we think it's worth. And that's what BitGold is, right? And so that's my limited understanding of BitGold, right? And so now it's worth what it is today. So you look at the price of BitGold, that's what it's worth today. And it keeps going up. Unlike the dollar that keeps going down. As a matter of fact, the dollar falling and going down is helping BitGold to go up. All right. So having said that, there's something else that happened. I was on the phone with my analyst and I said, because of what happened to the capital, I believe BitGold is going to run up even higher. And here's why. People don't have trust in our government anymore. They don't. They're losing trust in the government. They're losing trust in our financial institutions, which controls the dollar, right? And because of that, people in their minds thinking our democracy is falling to pieces, which it is. And so they're running more towards cryptocurrency as a safe haven to leverage against the dollar or against the market. Follow? And so the fear of what's happening in Washington is actually making BitGold go up even higher. So we had this conversation and he agreed, and he was telling me what the charts are saying, but you have to be able to look at the entire picture, right? So right about an hour later, this comes on CNBC. Check this out.
Things slow down the surge we have seen in Bitcoin. Well, Kate Rooney, another record high this morning. She's going to break that down for us. Hey, Kate. Hey, Morgan. Bitcoin broke through 38,000, then 39,000, and finally 41,000, all in about 24 hours. It's more than doubled in the past month, and it's up about 40% for the first week of this year. Analysts tell me this week's drivers are some of those same factors that pushed Bitcoin over 10,000. We've talked about that flood of new institutional investors who see this as a hedge against inflation and a weaker dollar. But there's also been a resurgence of the retail buyer who really defined Bitcoin's rally in 2017. Take a look here at Google Trends. Since December, when Bitcoin first crossed $20,000, Google's searches for Bitcoin have skyrocketed. Analysts chalk that up to really FOMO, or what they call fear of missing out. Another signal of retail interest, a recent boom in altcoins, or those smaller cryptocurrencies. New buyers may be speculating on the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin's boom this week puts the entire cryptocurrency's market cap, which includes those smaller tokens like Ethereum and XRP, above $1 trillion for the first time. With these new buyers all pouring in, blockchain data from Chainalysis shows that fewer people are selling, causing what they call a liquidity crunch, with an imbalance between lower supply and new demand chasing fewer coins. We also had a bullish JP Morgan note out this week saying Bitcoin could hit 146,000 long-term as it competes with gold as a safe haven asset. And the chaos in Washington this week may have also been a tailwind. Analysts say that some are looking to Bitcoin as a digital safe haven since it's not tied to a central government. David, back to you.
And so that made me confident in my move. Now, having said that, it's Friday, if you're seeing this. BitGold could go down. Anything could happen over the weekend, and Monday it could be down. So enter at your own risk. And I do not have an exit price for you guys on this stock, so I will tell you. But if you want to make some quick money, the shorter you in, the more it limits your risk. Now, having said that, also, between Riot, R-I-O-T, and Mara, M-A-R-A, Mara is the safest. I'm sorry, scratch that from the records. Riot, to me, is the safest, but Mara is the most riskiest, but Mara has the opportunity to run higher. And these companies are BitGold mining companies, right? And so I first got into Mara at 450, and then it fell down to 250, and then I doubled down. This was months ago. And then it ran up to 750, I sold, right? And all of that. So you guys already know from those who've been following me, right? So I still had a small position. I sold most of it, but then I still have a position in my other portfolio. But as of today, I took that $8,000 and I split it between the two, and they're up about the same amount. So we're just going to see. So what I will tell you guys is this. Eventually, the shorters are going to come from Mara. And you've heard it here. They're going to short Mara eventually. I don't know when. Mara's going to get shorted. They're setting up their short plays. It's like 800% overbought, right? Riot is overbought, but it's less, like 7%, 700%. But it's both of them are way overbought. But guess what? Right now, it really doesn't matter because every stock you have is overvalued. Valuations are out the window. So there is money to be made, but you gotta be careful. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm in both and I'm going to set stop losses on both. But BITGOLD, Mara, and Riot can fluctuate 10% a day like it's nothing. So I'm going to set trailing stop losses at a bigger percentage, maybe 15%. So that's what I'm going to talk about today on BITGOLD. Mara, M-A-R-A, and Riot. For those of you that don't have a blockchain or you don't have the Bitcoin app, you can trade those on your regular brokerage platforms, right? So I know you guys are like me. I was like, I don't need another app. So you can trade that on anything. You can trade that on Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity Swap. You can trade this on anything. And these are BITGOLD mining companies, okay? Do your research, look at it, and let's make some money, guys. But remember, look at this video again, follow everything. You want to be safe with your investments, okay? But hey, we're going to continue to make money, and I'll see how that portfolio goes. If it loses money, maybe I'll share it with you guys. But I just took $8,000 and I bought $1,500 $4,000 a piece in each, and we'll just see how it goes, right? But having said this, I'm gonna leave you with this. I've noticed that a lot of stock, it's dangerous to hold over the weekend. So a lot of people sell their stocks on Fridays and buy back in on Mondays because anything could happen over the weekend. But Bitcoin seems to go up over the weekends. And then Monday mornings is booming. I've noticed that more not than often. Of course, now that I'm saying it, it's going to do the polar opposite. But I can't make this kind of money and not share with the fam. All right. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.